Welcome to Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First, episode 184. It's Friday, the 16th day of March, 2018. My name's Dr. Jerry the First Oguzie. And this day we're looking at the topic that says being rejected could sometimes be the best thing to happen to you. I haven't yet met anyone who has not felt the sting of rejection at some point in his or her life. You have been probably rejected by friends or family, or your teacher, or your job application was turned down. Maybe you were fired, I don't know. But that doesn't mean that you were not good enough. Oftentimes we are redirected to something better when we are rejected at the first place or attempt. Now, J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter after being sacked as a secretary for daydreaming. She then got rejected by not one, not two, but 12 publishers before the chairman of Bloomsbury brought home the Harry Potter manuscript for his daughter Alice to read. After that, the next chapter was success. And you have read, if you have not read, you must have heard how Harry Potter has impacted the world. Almost every record label turned down the Beatles. Thomas Edison's teachers told him he was too stupid to learn anything. Walt Disney was fired as a newspaper editor because he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. Michael Jordan was cut off from his high school basketball team. Rejection can sometimes be a good thing. Probably most of you know that Facebook bought WhatsApp for a whopping sum of $16 billion. For those who don't know what WhatsApp is, it's an ad-free mobile messaging application that allows users to exchange text and media messages through their internet data plan or through Wi-Fi. Users do not have to pay for SMS. But what many of you didn't know is the story of one of the co-founders of WhatsApp, Brian Acton. Brian Acton got his application rejected by Facebook in 2009. He had applied to be employed by Facebook, but they told him he was not good enough to work for Facebook. And he then tweeted, "Facebook turned me down. It was a great opportunity to connect with some fantastic people. Looking forward to life's next adventure." Then he co-founded WhatsApp with Jan Koum. And then Facebook bought WhatsApp for $16 billion, thus making Brian a billionaire within 9 years, which he would never have been if he had been employed by Facebook in 2009. One could continue reading out the names of people who were rejected, but who eventually went ahead to become successful in that for which they were rejected. But you have to understand that being rejected is not a bad thing. It's your attitude when you get rejected that matters. Did you see how Brian put it up there? He was looking forward to what the next stage is going to be. He was able to connect with some fantastic people. He had an ebullient spirit. He was in high spirits, even though he was rejected by Facebook. But he still went, he believed himself. He believed that he was in the world to make a difference. And he still went ahead. And today, he's a billionaire within 9 years. Don't you want people to be proven wrong when you succeed at that which they rejected you? Personally, I do. Often you think when you are rejected that you are not good enough, but the truth is that they were not ready for you in all that you have to offer as at the time you happened on them. If Facebook had an idea that Brian was going to become such a successful person, I am sure they would want to retain him. But you see, they didn't know his future because none of us is God. You must be the kind of person who grows from rejection. As a person, I have gotten rejected lots of times, in fact, tons of times. It sucks every single time, yes. It will always hurt, yes. But it doesn't always have to stop you. Cold, no. Even within the past 6 months or so that I've been writing and podcasting using Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First, I have shared the post to many of my social media friends, asking them to listen, to subscribe to our channel, and share the podcast. I've been told many times, sorry, I don't have data, or I don't understand how to do it, or okay, I'll do it later, and they never get down to doing it. Or, funny, somebody said that I live in internet challenge area, and yet they're able to do WhatsApp and Facebook. Again, before now, I was rejected by so many people when I asked for help. And I continue to get rejected on a daily basis. But that doesn't matter. I am not giving up. Every day I'll continue to share my posts to my friends. I know that somewhere along the line there will be a break and somebody will say, this man has been giving me this thing for a long time. Let me even check what it's all about. So I am willing to trade 10,000 no's for just one single yes. Being rejected is not a disaster. Disaster is being trapped in a mine. Disaster is being in a plane that's going down. Disaster is being in a train that has just derailed. But being rejected, no, it's not a disaster. So, the possibilities for learning from rejection are endless. It might be that you realize just how important a particular value is to you compared to someone else, like loyalty. Or it could be that you understand now that if you learn to communicate your feeling better, it will make a huge difference in your next relationship. And since we are all going to experience and live through rejection, why not make it a point to learn something? Have you ever known anyone who has shown such a level of confidence that they face rejection and come out unscathed? I guess we all have that one friend who is not scared to go out and ask absolutely every girl he meets. And in the end, he always has a date. These people's secret is that they are totally comfortable with the fact that with rejection, there can be a great learning and growth. They are not afraid of being rejected, so they keep asking. They are also the individuals who have learned not to take rejection personally. They're able to understand that sometimes rejection may be a blessing in disguise. Look at Brian, like we cited above. Look at all the examples we gave: Walt Disney, Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan. Just imagine. So you should always remember there's no shame in being rejected. The real shame lies in not trying again and then giving up. That's where the real shame lies. There's no shame in falling down. There's no shame in failing. The real shame lies when one has fallen down and refuses to rise up again, or when one has failed once and refuses to try again. Just remember, sometimes it is not about you at all. Sometimes it's about the other person. What the person's journey is supposed to be is a hard lesson, but one that all of us can understand. So in your own life, have you been rejected before or even lately? And so, if you have been rejected before, what did you make that mean about you? I know it hurts and it will for a while, but that one too will pass. But what did you make the rejection mean about you? Did you make it mean something negative about you? Or did you just take it as grace and move on? I have given my own personal story here somehow. I have been rejected several times, but I have refused to take no for an answer. I've been pressing and I've been asking, and no matter how many times I get rejected, I keep asking until I get a yes. Like I said earlier, I am willing to trade 10,000 no's for just one single yes. How about you? Until I come your way again, this is Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First. This program is powered by Topitup Media and Communication Nigeria. All rights reserved. Thank you for listening to this broadcast today. It would please us to no end if you continue to visit our podcast. And so to be able to do that, kindly click on the red subscribe button towards your right to subscribe to our channel. In the same vein, also click on the bell beside the subscribe button so that you can always receive the notification for any new podcast we upload. Also give us a thumb up to like this podcast. These help us to grow. And do help us share the podcast to your friends in the different social media sites you belong to. Click on the share tab just below the podcast and share directly from there. The full text of this podcast is on our blog, and would you want to read it, kindly visit the blog. We have a Facebook page where we also post our podcast on a daily basis. If you're on Facebook, kindly like our Facebook page. The links to our blog and our Facebook page are in the description box right below. Thank you for your attention. Do have a very nice day.